Alright guys, we are finally doing the song that has been requested about 150,000 times. That's a lie. But we're going to teach you how to play it. We're going to start with the intro and we'll just work our way throughout the whole song. Now, you are going to learn some chord shapes that you've probably never experienced before, but that's good for you. So stick in there, hang in there, and you'll get through this. There are two guitar parts going, and we're going to try and cover both of them at the same time, so it's going to be a little bit tricky, but once you get it, you got it. I don't know. So, we start out with this D chord, so you bar the 5th fret, all the strings except your low E, and then you bar the 7th fret on the B string, G string, and D string. Or if you're one of these players that can fit all 3 of your fingers in like that, that's cool too. I prefer to play like that. Okay, so you're going to play the bass note, the D bass, and then with your right hand you're going to pluck the B, G, and then the D strings. Okay, so you play the bass and the 2nd string together, like that. Okay, again. Then your next shape is an A chord with a C sharp bass. Okay, probably a new shape for you. But you're going to move your first finger down to the 4th fret now on the A string. Then with your pinky finger and your ring finger, you're going to play the 5th fret of the 2 highest strings. Okay, like that. And you're going to pluck the bass and the B string and then the high E. Okay? Like that, okay? Slap. So D, A, slap. Then we're going to jump up and play this E minor 7 chord by barring the 7th fret, but you only need to play this one bass note and with your middle finger, that one there, on the 8th fret of your B string. Okay, so those two together. Then reach up with your little finger and play on the 10th fret, like so. Okay? So let's put those together. D, A, E minor, with the high note there on the 10th. Then you're going to play, now this part's a little bit tricky. Okay, so we're going to bar the 7th fret, your B, G, and D strings. And you're going to play those 3 strings. Then you're going to hammer on. So you play that twice. Like that. Okay, so you play that chord once. And again, and this time when you play it, you're going to hammer on to play like an E minor 7 shape. Meaning that your middle finger is going to hammer on to the 8th fret. And your ring finger is going to hammer on to the 9th fret of your D string. Okay, so that's your B string and D string. And then pull off. Like so. So notice that on my right hand, I'm only plucking the chord once. But I can make it sound like that. Okay, that's what you're trying to do. So, like that. Next, you're going to play. Okay, next you're going to keep that bar there, but you're going to hammer on. And this time you're only playing the D string and G string. Whoa! On the guitar. And you're going to hammer on. This time, the same pattern, so play once, play again, and then hammer on and pull off. But this time it's your little finger, or even your ring finger, to hammer onto the 9th fret of your G string, and then pull off. Okay, so those 2 parts are... Yeah. Okay, so if we put that together in context slowly, it should sound like... E high, and then the... Okay, that pull off, hammer on, pull off up. Okay, next we're going to land on our G chord. Now to do this, you're just going to use your ring finger on the 3rd fret of your lowest string. And at the same time, you're going to pluck your open B string and open G string. Okay, like that. Okay, so... Slap. And then you're going to play the B and G strings together. And you're going to hammer on to the 1st fret of your B string and then pull off. Like that. Alright? So together. Okay, next we're going to play... this is another new shape, no doubt, and it's a G chord with an A bass. Okay, so it's G/A. So... You know how you were down here for the G chord? Just move that finger up to the 5th fret now. Drop your little finger onto the 5th fret of your D string. Middle finger is going to go to the 4th fret of your G string. First finger goes to the 3rd fret of your B string. Okay, it's a G chord, but your ring finger is playing this A bass, okay, which is why it's a G with the A bass. Okay, so you're going to play, so like that. So you go 1, 2, slap, and play it again. And then you're going to reach down your first finger to play. Okay, so on the 2nd fret of your B, open B. Okay, so like that. Okay, new shape again. This is a D chord with an F sharp bass. So 2 ways that you can play this. You can either play it like a D chord and reach over your thumb to play the F sharp bass, or alternatively, and this is how I often do it, is I use my middle finger on the 2nd fret of my G and my little finger, awkwardly, on the 3rd fret of the D string. And that just means that I can reach up and play with my first finger, I can reach that bass note. Okay, so it's a D chord with an F sharp bass. So where are we up to? We're up. So I play that D chord with a G bass, F sharp bass, sorry, and I'm playing the bass and that together, and then I reach up and then play that thing. Okay, so that's the bass note and your G string together, and then pluck your 3rd fret of your B string. Okay, next, this is the climb part. Okay, so we go F sharp, D. Next we're going to the G chord, which you can either play as, maybe just play like that. Okay, 2 fingers, and then the last chord you're going to play as an A. So to do that, this shape A, you're just going to bar the 5th fret of your highest 2 strings, and then middle finger goes to the 6th fret of your G string, and you can just play this open A bass. Or you could reach up and play the bass there, A bass. It's the same. Okay, so the last little part is, okay, G, A. So G, I told you to play it like that, so play it like that. And that's our intro done. Now, that takes us to our verse part. There's a lot of parts in this song, but I believe in you. So for the verse, we're going to go D again with the F sharp bass to the G chord. Okay, again, I'm just using that 1 bass note and those 2 open strings. Then back down to the D chord with the F sharp bass. Okay, and then we're going to go A. Okay, playing the A chord like this time, by lying down my finger across the 2nd fret, or you could play it like that if you can fit. Then you're going to climb up and play a B minor 7 by barring your 2nd fret, all of the strings except your low E, and then middle finger goes to the 3rd fret of your D string. Okay, so it's like a B minor 7. Okay, so let's calm down, take a step back, and go back over that verse part. So we're going D with the F sharp, G, back to the D with the F sharp, A, B, and then we're going to land on the G. Say A, so G, A. So let's do that again with really bad singing. Okay, that A with the B minor is G, A. Haha. Then the second time, D, F sharp, G, F sharp, A, B minor, G. Okay, so it's exactly the same except you don't go to the A to finish. You just land on the G. Okay? Pre-chorus now. E minor. Okay? You learned that in the intro. E minor and D and A with a C sharp. Okay, so we've got those 3. E minor and D with the A and a C sharp. B minor, which I just showed you. A, G with each other. D with the F sharp bass. Okay, so pre-chorus part again. E minor and D and a A with the C sharp and a B and a A with the G and a D with the F sharp. Oh, and then again. Da 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 And then instead of going down to your D with the F sharp this time, you go to your A to the chorus. Okay? Let's go to the pre-chorus again. It just climbs down. A, G, with the F sharp with a D. Second time, E, exactly the same. Okay? So there's two options here. You can either finish on this A, or what often they'll do is they'll play that G with the A bass to substitute. Okay? Okay, that leads us to our chorus. I don't want nobody else, I don't need nobody else to tell me about love. I am sure on my own. So let's play this part. Now this is very similar to the intro, but this time you don't need all the lead parts. So the chords are the same, but the way you play it is slightly different. Okay. So for the chorus, we're going I don't D, A with a C sharp, like that. E minor, and then this time we're going to go tell D with again with the F sharp, and then land on G. Okay, so instead of that little lead part, it's just playing the chords now. So those chords would be D with the F sharp, G, and then G with the A bass. So let's go over the chorus again. Okay, that's just for that G with the A bass. Second time. Excuse me. It's just me getting stronger. And then the climb part for that is D with the F sharp bass, G, A. What? G with the A bass or A. Up to you. Okay. Okay, and then the song repeats and again and again and again, and of course the only other change then is our key change chorus, which is exactly the same but 2 frets higher. Okay, so okay. Tell me so, okay, it's exactly the same, but 2 frets higher. It's just me getting stronger. It's just me getting stronger. It's just me getting stronger. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do me a big favor and subscribe. And send me money. Nah, I'm just kidding. But subscribe to the channel, that would mean a lot to me. Hit like on the video. Leave us a comment for what song you want us to teach you next. And other than that, get stronger and stronger with me and Adeaze. God bless you guys. Goodbye.